Hello, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about digestion. So often when we think of digestion, the first thing we think of is like, what are we putting in our bodies through our mouth? What are we eating? What are we drinking? Maybe supplements, things like that. However, some other things that are important are what we take in our bodies through our eyes, through our mind. So what kind of shows or social media or news are you taking in? Even books. You guys, I love reading books, and sometimes I will notice that the books that I'm reading, I need to take a little time to digest those books that I'm reading. So pay attention to that, to what you are taking in your body, what you see, and then even like our thoughts, like the kind of thoughts we are having. We need a little time to digest from those. So some practices that can help with digestion are breath work, meditation, breath work, even for digesting like the stuff you take in for your eyes. A meditation called Tritaka or candle gazing is where you like stare at a candle flame and your eyes will kind of water a little bit. You can also do the same thing staring at a mandala, like a picture. You've seen the pictures, they have coloring pages for them that is like symmetric and has like kind of shapes, just to like cleanse. Even just breath work, spending time just being, to process and let go. Some physical practices that help us with digestion are any type of twisting. So my favorite type of twisting that is safe for everybody, because twisting, we can get a little too carried away and think like, well, if a little bit of twisting is good, I should twist all the way and I can just wring all this out. No, we want to protect our body as well. My favorite way is to lie on my back, knees on the air, feet on the mat, wide to the edges of the mat. It's okay if you don't have a mat and the ground is there. Relax your body. Arms out to the side like they're making a letter T, or goalpost arms, whatever feels good. And just gently windshield wiper knees back and forth. So one goes out to the center, the other follows to the middle. They don't have to go all the way to the ground. They just go to where it feels comfortable to you. And just continue this, inhaling center, exhaling to a side, pausing on one side or the other, both, wherever it feels good. So that is one twist that is really pretty safe, protects the back, things like that. If you're seated and you want to do a little twisting, I like sitting nice and tall, shoulders down and back. Bring belly button like it's coming behind you a little bit to engage that core. Round that low back a tiny bit so you're not arching from there. Protecting spine. Inhale, reach arms up here. Exhale, turn to one side and bring arms down. Again, spine is nice and straight here, so you're not hunching over or twisting as far as you can. You're nice and tall, and then twisting. Hand behind you, fingers are pointing behind you, and that elbow is like gently pointing. Same way behind you here. Opening up front body, chest area here. So when you're twisting, maybe on your inhales, you're coming out of it a little more here. Exhales going into it, and it's a tiny subtle movement. I totally exaggerated it there, but a movement that maybe you'll only be the one that knows and sees. You can come back to center. Inhale, reach up to the other side. Exhale, or inhale, reach up to center. Exhale to the other side. Same thing here. Make sure you're still breathing. Take time to breathe and process it. Come back to center. Twisting can help with digestion. Another thing, crazy enough, that can help with digestion is breath. So one, to just make sure you're breathing. So often and so much we do, we're not breathing. But there's actually a breath you can do in your belly. It's great, especially before you eat. So it's really kind of strange. You get to like play around with it. But what you're gonna do is you're gonna inhale, fill belly with air, exhale, let all that air out. Belly button comes to your spine, okay? And then when all the air is out, you're gonna play around with like pressing belly out, bringing it in, kind of like you're belly dancing or bringing it in, exercising those muscles. You'll feel weird doing it. When you need to take a breath, pause, inhale, fill belly with air. Exhale, bring belly in, maybe even feeling like it's coming up a little, and then go ahead and move that belly. Kind of like, and you kind of try to play around with it so it's like nice, even. I'm not the greatest at it. I haven't practiced in a while. But you get to play around with that. So know that it's not something you're here to perfect. It's something you're here to play around with. So of course you're going to feel a little silly trying it at first, but try it. Where can you relax? When you're doing this, make sure again you're rounding a little bit, bringing belly button behind you. Inhale, fill belly with air. Exhale, let it out. Move belly back and forth. So breath to help with digestion if you're like Christy. Now thanks. Just do regular belly breathing. Inhale, fill belly with air. Exhale, slowly let the air out. The more you practice this, the more it will become more natural to you. So enjoy digesting all that you take in. Let me know if you have any questions.